Hi, it's Jane from Habits for Wellbeing, and today I wanted to do a clip on what does being healthy mean to you. So I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we're meeting upon today. Yes, in Australia it's the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. However, I also recognise that you may be listening or watching this in another country, so I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners in your land as well. So what's the intention for this video? Firstly, it's to increase your knowledge on what health is, and secondly, it's to increase your clarity on what being healthy means to you. So if you haven't already, please download the free worksheet that sits underneath this clip if you're on the Habits for Wellbeing website. If you're on YouTube, you'll see the URL underneath the clip as well. So where are you now? On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest, how much knowledge do you have in relation to what health is? And after you've identified that, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1's very unclear and 10 is very clear, how much clarity do you have on what being healthy means to you? And after you've identified each of those numbers, identifying where you would like them to be. So, for example, if you're a 2 or a 3 in relation to knowledge on health, maybe you want it to be a 7 or an 8 or an 8 or a 9. It's totally up to you. And do that also for clarity. So a little bit about my background, you can read it there, you can pause the video. However, I'm going to keep going. So what is health? There's a few definitions that I found, and for me the World Health Organization is very clear on what they identify health is. So again, you can pause the video, but the thing is, and the one thing that I've learned over the years about doing this work on health and well-being is really to identify what it means for you, and this is why I've created this video. So it may be having holidays, it may be feeling really happy and healthy within your own body, maybe having a massage a week as part of your healthy maintenance plan. It really is about identifying what it is for you and looking after your essential needs. So on your download, there's a box and it says, what does it feel like? So what does health feel like to you? Maybe it's you're feeling free and happy, moving in your body. So again, feel free to pause the clip at any time if you need some extra time. Then what does it look like? Maybe it is that sense of freedom and joy of movement in your body. And sound like maybe the words that you're saying to yourself. So identifying those, what it means for you. Then secondly, writing some other words down if they jump out, and then identifying, does your definition of health include all of these attributes of health? So you can see on the screen it's physical, so that's your physical body, but it's not what it looks like per se, it's what it feels like and the senses and being alive and vibrant and healthy, and really identifying that for you. It's not necessarily being a size 2 and wearing a bikini. That is not very realistic for the majority of us. So it's really identifying what it is for you. Then the mental, the psychological, what are the thoughts that you're thinking and being with in relation to that. The social is the relationships that you have in your world. Environmental is not only your house and your car, but it's also the environment. So if you're living near water or mountains, what is that for you? Then also identifying your financial health. Maybe it's having money in your bank to pay your expenses. So identifying and making sure that is included in your definition if that feels right for you. And then also the spiritual. Maybe that's including meditation and the emotional. So are all those dimensions of health included in your definition? But again, remembering this is your definition, no one else's. And then identifying where are you now in relation to your definition. So are you healthy going by your own definition of health? And if not, are you willing to take ownership for your health and be responsible for your own actions and behaviours and accountable for the results that you are getting in order to be healthy? And I say be because it's a sense of being, is that vibrancy for me. So it's really being healthy. And remember, if you haven't started or are not exercising, make sure you see a healthcare professional before you start. So if you have any questions, please let me know. My contact information is on the screen. And thank you very much for your time today, and hopefully this video has increased your knowledge and also clarity around what being healthy means to you.